Okay, I guess we can move on to CNN features off the shelf. So this is going to be without any fine tuning. So those parameters are going to be locked. They are going to be fixed. They're not going to change the parameters of your CNN. Any questions about this one? This was an assignment for you to watch the video up there. So while you are thinking of a question, the big picture here is again transfer. You have an image. Previously, prior to deep learning, you would go this complex route, trying to featureize your images, turn them into vectors. Now you can go the CNN route. This route is feature engineering. The other route is feature learning. So you're learning your features. And then you start to transfer from classification to classification, from classification of objects to classification of scenes, to bird subcategories, to flowers. And as you go to the right side, these tasks are getting more and more different from the task that you trained your neural network on. And these features are starting to transfer across the board. And then this figure, you can actually continue it. And this is exactly what we are going to do throughout this course, the rest of this course. We are going to transfer features from object classification to object detection, to localization, to semantic segmentation, to a lot of other type of data sets and different tasks. Any questions about this one?
Is it pretty common to finish up with a support vector machine for these types of transfer learning?
Not really. You can put a logistic regression at the end, or you can put a small multi-layer perceptron at the end. You don't have to. These guys are not doing any training, so they're just going to put a support vector machine at the end. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. There's a question in the chat. Are good transfer learning results an indication that our network isn't overfitting, or could be transferred well and still be overfitting the original task? That's actually a good question, but when it comes to transfer learning, you're even going beyond not only your training data towards your test data, you're actually changing your task entirely. You are generalizing beyond test data to other types of tasks, which could have different distribution for the data. So I would say, to answer the second part of your question, if a neural network is overfitting on the original task, it's definitely not going to generalize to new tasks because it is already failing at doing its own job rather than doing the job of others. Okay? Does that answer your question? Okay, perfect. Any other ones? Sounds good. I guess we can move on.